Hello. So today I am going to show you how to make charts in Excel. So for before starting creating charts and graphs, we must know about the different parts of the charts in Excel. Mm, In this slide, I am trying to show you the different parts of charts, though it is not everything of a uh, though though I can in one picture it is not possible to show all the elements of the chart, but I try to cover as much as is possible. So as you can see, mm, at the top, so yeah, uh, at the top, this one, this is called chart title. So chart title is the main heading that briefly describes what the chart is about. Then this part you can see, so this is called legend, and legend is a key that identifies what each color or pattern represents. Like it is green color and this is green color, so this green color means it is representing the cell of air, and the linear, this linear chart, that means this one representing the trend of the cell of the air. So legends shows by the color what defines what. And in every chart we will see axis, two axis. So vertical axis, this one is called vertical axis. These all of these things are the part of vertical axis, and this is a horizontal axis. These all are part of horizontal axis. So in all vertical axis and horizontal axis we can see different things, like these things, those are axis numbers. This line is this line, it is called axis line. Then this small dot here, this is called tick marks. This is also tick marks, and also this is small, so this is also tick marks. The larger one is major tick marks and the smaller ones is minor tick marks. So the tick marks are the small notches on the axis line that mark specific intervals or categories. And so an axis have axis line, axis number, tick marks. Also vertical axis have those vertical axis has these properties. And then we can see the grid lines. You can see all the lines here, these are called grid lines. So these lines which are going horizontally, this is called horizontal grid lines, and these which are going vertical direction, these are called vertical grid lines. So there are two types of grid lines. One is measure grid lines. So measure grid lines mark the primary intervals on a chart axis. So you can see that from here to here, this is the primary interval of the measure interval. So this line is the measure grid lines. So so measure horizontal grid line, and between two measure horizontal grid lines, these are minor grid lines. So these are minor horizontal grid lines. And also to the vertical direction, so this is one of the vertical grid lines, and inside this one, this one is a vertical minor grid lines. There is another one, trend line. A trend line shows a trend line can be a straight line or a curved line. It visualizes the general direction or pattern of the data. So you can see that this data is going to this direction. That means it started from around this point and ended it around in average at this point. So these are the properties of an Excel chart. This will be needed when we are you must identify different parts of the chart, so that it will be hmm, uh, if you can identify the different parts of the chart, it will be easier for you to mm, add any elements or modify the elements in a Excel chart. Okay, let's start creating a chart in Excel. So for this we got this data, and we are going to create a chart just like this one. So I can see this is a line chart, and we will going to create another line chart here. So first, for creating a chart, we must select the data based on which we are going to make a chart. After selecting data, we have to go to insert. On insert, we will select from recommended chart, and we will find a chart which looks almost similar like this one. So I can see this one looks like this. So I will select this one, and then I will select on the corner and press Alt and move it for my preferred size. Okay, I think I reached my preferred size. So now I want to format it like this chart. So now I can see that here it is written that cell development of the FA XYZ. So this is exactly like this one. So I will reference this is in, you can see this is in B2 cell. So this is chart title. This chart title should be this one, and I can see this is already in B2 cell. So I will reference my chart title to B2 cell. So how can I do that? I will select the chart title, and then I will go to the formula bar, and here I click equal to, and then I select B2, press enter, and it will be here. So I can format it like this, like the blue color and bold. I can increase the size and change the color from this color tab of the letter. I select blue color, then I have to add the axis title. You can see the horizontal or vertical axis title. So for adding adding an element in a chart, we should first select the chart, then we can go to the chart design, and from here add chart element. We can add any element to a chart. So now I want to add these axis titles. I go to chart element, axis titles, primary horizontal axis title, and also the primary vertical axis titles. And this axis title I can also reference it to, I can see that cell year per year, it is already in C7 cell. So I can also reference it like this in formula bar. I equal and this, and also for the axis, horizontal axis years, and then I can format it like this, green and bold, and I can copy this format and paste this format to here. Okay, now it looks good. It looks like this one. Then I can also change the size of the axis numbers. So I select on the axis numbers, and then I make it bold, and also increase its size a little bit so that it can looks like this. So now I can see that axis numbers is started from 10,000, but here it is started from 0. So we have to change it, and Okay. So for mm, so for adding some element, we can double click here and go to chart design, and here add a chart element. But for formatting some element, we can double click on that element, and we can already see that there is an options open at the right positions, and in this and here we can format anything we want in a chart. So the axis options, in the axis options, the bounds we want it start from 10,000. So I press 10,000. Okay, so I press enter. Okay, now it is done. It is started from 10,000 and into 30,000. But now I can see another problem, that the difference between two line is 2,000, but here it is 5,000. So the units difference, I can change it from here. It should be 5,000. The major one 5,000, and you can see that between two major lines there is a minor lines in the middle. So the difference between a major line and minor line should be 2,500. So I can put here 2,500. So I can change everything from here. Okay. Now you can see here that this chart has both major grid lines and minor grid lines. So I have to add grid lines in the chart. So I all select it, I go to the chart design. So I am adding an element, so I go to the add element and I go to the grid lines. I add primary major horizontal grid line is already add. I need to add primary minor horizontal. It doesn't have vertical grid line, so I don't need to add it. So I will add primary minor horizontal line. Okay, so here you can see that this minor horizontal line is it looks like a dot options, not the straight line. So I select the line, and the minor grid lines options is already here for making it for formatting it. So from the line options, we select the dash type is dot line dot, and then I can change the color to, I can change the color also, and then I can also increase the width a little bit so that it is little visible. And I can also select the major grid line, because the major grid line is dark black. So I select the dark black color from here, and I can also increase the width a little bit. Okay, so I can also change the number, change the format of the number of horizontal axis. So I will copy the format from vertical axis with format painter, and I will paste it here. Okay, then I want to make it green color and also a little bit wider. So I select it, I select the whole line, and here the options for formatting it, I choose the color option, I make it a little bit wider, and I change the color from color option to light green. Okay, so now I think it is okay. It looks like this, but there are also some these things. These are called markers. The square like shaped, you can see that it is called marker. So I select the line, I go to the formatting option, and I select here from marker, and I can change the marker option. So I select built-in, and it is a diamond type, so I select this type, and I change the color to red, and I also increase the size a little bit. Okay, so now it looks like this, but there are you can see there are blue lines out at the border of this marker. So I can also change it. Go to the marker option. So fill is okay, so I don't want any border, so border will be no line. So now it exactly looks like the reference picture. And then I want to add some these numbers. So these are called data labels. So I want to add data labels in the line. So I select it. So I select the chart. So I am adding an element. So I go to the chart design, add element. I select data labels, and I want it where the position. I have to select the position. I want it above, just like the reference picture. Okay, then I select it for formatting, and I can format it from this side, and I want to change the color. I can change the color from here. It is this color. I can increase the size a little bit and make it bold. Okay, you can also change it from here. The text option is here. You can also change it from here too. It is not a problem. Okay, then okay, I think everything I have done. The color is not exactly like this, but I think, yeah, I think this one is the exact color. So, and there is another thing remains, that there is a legend is given here. So I select the chart, I add a legend, that means a element. I go to the chart design, add element, and here I can see the legend options. I want it at the bottom. Okay, then I move it a little bit this side. And I can make it bold and increase the size a little bit. Then it is also done. Then another thing is remain, that this line, this is called drop line. So I can also add the drop line from, obviously, from chart design. So I go to chart design, add chart element, go to line, and I select drop lines. So drop line is added, and I can also format it by selecting it, and drop line options is opened. I select the dash line dash option and increase the width a little bit, so it looks like this. Yeah, so this is the intended chart we were trying to make. So it is done, and this is the line chart. These are all the options you have. You can explore it and practice it so that it will be easier for you. So let's go to the second one, the column chart. Okay, now let's say column chart like this one. So as always, for creating a chart, we have to select the data. Then we have to go to the insert option, and from recommended chart we will select a column chart. So first I can see that which type of, there are two column chart I can see. Sorry, so this one is, sorry, insert recommended chart. There is a column chart, and there is also a column chart. So which one should we select? So you can see that in this column chart, this is a clustered column, and purchasing, sales, marketing is on the column, but in the column, in the reference chart, you can see that it is given January, February, March. So we don't select this one, we will select the another one. Yeah, so here you can see that January, February, March is in the column, so we can select this one. Okay, but whatever, if you select it mistakenly, then you can also change it from this option. From chart design you can choose row and column. This is also available, but it is better to select it before, in the beforehand, the right one. Okay, first we'll put in the box and we'll adjust the size. So for adjust size, we will adjust the size by pressing Alt button. We press Alt button and we adjust the size with the mouse. So the chart title should be variable cost in the first quarter, this one. So I select this one, go to the formula bar, press equal, and I make this as a reference. Okay, so here the column, the axis number started from 1500. So I select this one, I double click on it, and I select the medium number to 1500. And I can see the measure difference is 500, so it is also measure difference is 5. Yeah, I have to change the measure difference to 500. Okay, so it is okay. And I can see that these are called legends, and the legends are on the bottom of the chart. We have to change the position. So let's see, we can find the positions here or not. Yeah, so from legend options we can see it, put it at the right positions, so it is okay. And now we can just change the format a little bit, like we can increase the size a little bit, make a bold, also this one bold, this one also bold, increase the size a little bit. Yeah, so I think it looks like the reference chart. Okay, let's make a line chart like this one. So as always, for first I select all the data, necessary data, then I go to the insert option from recommended chart. I'll select a line chart, and there is a line chart. Okay, I can select it. I will adjust the size with pressing Alt and with the mouse. And then I change the axis numbers, double click, set the minimum to 1500, and the distance between two number is 500. Sorry, minimum should be 1500. And the maximum should be 3000 here. The distance between major axis number is 500, so 500 should be here. So I can see that between 500 there are 1 2 3 4, that means 5 ticks, so the distance between the minor is 100. It is okay. So then I can see that this chart has marker, so I will select marker with this line. So I select the line, I go to the marker option, and for marker option select automatic. So if I select automatic, it will automatically select the rounded one. For the other option, I have to use the built-in option. So marker option, and it is automatic. Marker option, marker, it is automatic. But this one I have to select the triangle option. So marker option, select built-in, and then go to the triangle option, and I can increase the size a little bit. I have to change the fill color of the triangle to yellow. The line color of the triangle is red, so the border it is already red. Okay, so it looks like this one. So I can increase the, I can change the color of the border line. I can change the color of the grid line. It should be dark black, and I can increase the size. So this reference chart has what is it said? This reference chart is called a minor grid line. So I can add my grid line from chart design, add element. I go to the grid lines and I select primary, minor, horizontal. So the horizontal grid lines should be dotted line. I can increase the white and change the color a little bit darker. Okay, so now I can make it a little bit larger and bold. Also this one, so I can format the paint here, also here the chart title I can reference it to this one. Okay, I think the chart now looks like the reference chart. Now let's create a chart like this. As always, clicking data, insert, recommended chart, select the line chart which is most resemble to this one, not the scatter one. Though it looks like this, but scatter chart is something different. It will come later. So this one is a line chart. Select this one. I adjust the size, then okay, here I can see that the axis number is okay. So I just change the format a little bit. Okay, now the line color should be red. So I double click on the line color as always, and then change the color from the right side to red. Then I can increase the width a little bit. Then I can add the marker here. So go to the marker option and I select the built-in, and I can increase the size. It is already square one, so I can increase the size, and I can change the fill color to orange, and the border color, so border color is light green. So I select the light green color. So now it looks like this one. There is another problem, that though this axis title, that means the vertical axis number is okay, but the horizontal axis number is not okay. Here it is started from 0, but in the reference title it is started from 8. So I selected this one and I go to the axis options. Sorry, it is not in the axis option. So number, So here this one is this 8 is on the baseline, so the axis position is not right. So I can do it when I can clearly show you when I add these vertical grid lines in this chart. You can show that there are also vertical grid lines. So I select the chart design, and I add from grid lines the primary major vertical grid lines. So in this reference chart, the axis number is directly with the grid lines, with the major grid lines, but here it is not. So I select it, I go to the option, axis options. So it should be on the tick marks, not on the between tick marks. So I select it. So now it is okay. And there is also a trend lines we can see. So I add the trend line from the add chart element, trend line, and a linear trend line I will add. I select it. For formatting it, the color option, increase the size a little bit and change the color to light green. Okay, now you can see that in this chart there is the axis titles is also present. So I select it, go to the chart design, add chart element, axis title I also will add. So the vertical one, so this axis title is time. I can select, I can reference it from here. And this axis title, it should be, this is not is referenced anywhere, so I have to make it t dot degree. Where can I find degree? I can find it from symbol options, t degree Celsius. So okay, now I have to make it a little bit bolder, size option. I can do it from the text option. I can change the color to orange color, and I can also format it like this one on format painter. This one, format painter. Okay, now here it is in a vertical position, but in the reference chart it is in horizontal position. So I select it for changing it. So from where can I change it? I have to find out the options. Yeah, from text options, the text direction should be horizontal, and after making it horizontal, I can take it to the top. No, it is not going to the top. And now it is not working, so I can take it from here to here. Okay, so now it looks like the original chart. So it is done. So next one is a group, next one is a area chart. So here I have to insert a picture in this chart. So how can I do this? So this one is an area chart, so I will try to make an area chart. So as always, first I am going to select the data, to insert recommended chart. There is nothing I can see, so I go to the all chart option, and from here I select the area, and this one is the area chart. So I selected it. I change the this one is started from 0. Okay, this is also started from 0. but you can see that here is written 100, but here is written 100,000. The value is also given in the thousand option. So this is actually 100 mean here it is implying 100,000. So here thousands unit is used. We can also define the unit of this axis, so that it can also look like this. So I select this one, I go to the axis option, and from the data option, from axis options, go to the number option. I don't know where it is. I have to find the option. So yeah, so in the axis options there is a display units. So I change the display units to thousands, so it becomes thousands. It becomes just like this one. So now I can make it from the text option. I can increase the, can change the color to blue. I can increase its size a little bit, make it bold, and I can format this color also here, but I can change the color to the red, to the brown one, so it look like this one. And from here I can add the border. So maybe I can also do it from the color option. So the border, I want to border solid line, but the color should be red one, and it should be increased by some point, so it looks like okay. And here also the axis lines is shown here, but in my case it is not present. So I select this one, go to the axis line option. So line option, so the line should be in black color so that it is visible. Yeah, so axis line is also visible here in this now. So data chart title is not present, so I can delete it, no problem. And the most important part, adding the picture. How can I add a picture here? So for adding a picture, double click on it, go to this option, and for picture I can select picture and texture field, and then I can select the picture file or wherever it is. So I go to the file, I go to find the file, it is here. So now the transparency is 100%. I can change the transparency of the picture a little bit. Transparency was, I can increase the transparency a little bit. Okay, so now it looks like this, the previous one. And also this has some tick marks like this one. You can see the major tick marks is present. So I select the axis, I find the tick marks option. The major tick marks is cross, and the major grid line, it is dotted dash. Increase the size a little bit, so now it exactly looks like this one. So this is all for this basic charts.